Good afternoon, this is Donnie Fuchs of the Stop Hayovel blog. A quick little few words before Shabbat. First of all, I hope everyone is staying in their house and we should all be well and healthy from this coronavirus. Please stay in your house, self-quarantine. Keep the social distancing, it's really essential. This is science, it's a mitzvah to live, not to die. All this nonsense we see online about people complaining, these are necessary restrictions. It's unfortunate, it's unpleasant, it's challenging, but there's real death in the streets, and please, we should keep the most vulnerable healthy. I wanted to speak a little bit on this Erev Shabbat, just a few minutes about Hayovel Ministries, the notorious ministry in Israel that's been volunteering on farms for many years now, using this as a pretext to get into Eretz Yisrael, to make relationships, to become respectable, to be able to bring and change the dialogue, which includes even close relationships with religious Jews and religious Jewish communities today. Now they're coming out with a Christian Haggadah that they're selling, a Christian Haggadah. So listen to that. More cultural, religious appropriation, very common amongst missionaries and messianics. We see the notorious Dumasani Washington with his Hebraic roots in California. He's Kufi's big guy, involved in a lot of minority projects. He's very beloved. He keeps his Hasbara activism kind of aside from his very radical church, which really has actually messianics coming to Sadarim. He goes under the radar. Hayovel Ministry is obviously a very different group. They're based in Israel. They've made a lot of inroads in years, but now they have a Christian Haggadah. And because now they have a bigger name, they're able to self-publish. Because the thing with self-publishing is a lot of times anyone can self-publish. But they have enough people who will buy it. But this way they can also keep their own associations without you looking inside the inside and seeing that it was published by some messianic organization or publishing company or personalities that are problematic, as they've gotten much more savvy and learned, thanks to Jews who've taught them how to insinuate themselves into the Jewish lifestyle and to mimic and copy and which words to say and not to be as brazen about their evangelical beliefs in the most overt missionary sense, and realizing that sometimes saying it in a much more softer tone and using euphemisms, the same way that today, as I discussed in a recent article, restoration theology is essentially replacement theology in an era where they won't come off looking bad. Because restoration, they're able to play games with it. Oh, we mean the physical restoration of the Jewish people? No. It always includes the eventual spiritual restoration, which means Chas v'Shalom Jews abandoning Hashem and turning towards that man. So this Haggadah, while they say it's geared for Christians, why are they even making a Christian Haggadah? And you can see Zach Waller. I'll show screenshots, his ramblings, his meditations on the imagery, and he's bringing, as he says, Yeshua and the bridegroom and saving and redemption, the same terms. It's just another clever gimmick and yet another example, along with their messianic Bible that they sell on their website, Hayovel Ministry, that is. And now they have the motif of Pesach, which they've used for years, and obviously now they have their own self-published Haggadah. They're a notorious, terrible organization. Shame on all the Jews, including rabbis, who brought them into Eretz Yisrael. And as we're supposed to do in times of trauma and tragedy, we're supposed to introspect, both individually and collectively. And along with sins that we do individually and collectively as a nation, we would definitely be wise to really take a long, strong look at our relationships, both in government and with lay people and organizations, relationships with Christians. Today we have religious Jews involved in ways they never had before, with both interfaith kind of religious services and also general relationships, associations with idolaters. This is not good. This is certainly something we need to look at and change ASAP as part of a tshuva process. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Everyone, please be healthy and safe. Good afternoon. This is